Time now for Futures in Focus. The S&P has just turned positive. Let's go to Alan Nookman of Agora Financial. He joins us now from the CME. Alan, the S&P's retraced half of its recent losses. Does that mean we can expect more upside from here?
Well, we could see a full V recovery as we've seen every time in history, meaning that if the market bounces half back of its losses, it oftentimes makes new relative highs. Now, we had a lot of positive clues that this market had based out. We went down to 2,800 in the S&P, which is a key level of support. It's also the old highs that we had back in October, November, and December. So markets often come back to those breakout levels. So there are a number of positive things happening, but I've been optimistic, and I would call it a bull market genius for years now. The one thing I want to talk about here is that we've had a bear market in the VIX, and that hasn't changed at all in this recent little volatility spike.
Okay, that's interesting. I agree. Vol stayed very, very low. Implied volatility stays on the floor. Other risk measures, less so. Let me just ask you a quick question about what's happening with the bond market, though. The Treasury market, the U.S. 10-year, still below 2.4. Is that another reason why we think equities could get going from here? The discount rate needs to be applied.
Yeah, exactly. That's another positive. You think about it. Money has to flow somewhere, and funds are going to flow to the yield, and the yields is still in the stock market. Even with the sell-off, the stock market was only off 5%. We've cut those losses in half, and we're almost positive on a wacky week where we made new swing lows. So we've seen this movie before. We saw bullish divergence in the VIX, whereas not yesterday, but the last Thursday, we made some new spike highs at 23.32, and then we made new lows, swing lows in the S&P on Friday and Monday, and not new highs in the VIX. So that's very much a positive. We're always one tweet away from Trump declaring victory, and guess that's going to bounce the market.
Alan, great stuff. Nice to talk to you. Have an enjoyable Friday. Alan Nookman of Agora Financial. Bonnie.